color, it will be within 10 pips of stopping out.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Very exciting.
Yes, indeed. Now, there's a simpler way to do that, Ben.
Yes.
Would you do the honors?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. If you're not wanting to figure out, gosh, is it a buy stop, a buy limit, sell stop, sell limit, you can just basically put your cursor where you'd like to place the trade. Say, gosh, I think that there's going to be some support right around here, and I want to place a buy. So you just go ahead and right-click on the actual chart, and then go up to trading, and then you'll know that it's a buy limit. It's not a buy stop because it's below the market. So you want to select a buy limit, and it already maps it out. It already puts the actual price of where you pointed roughly. If you want to change that, you can absolutely do that as well, and then go ahead and select place. And so that's how you do that way. There's a couple ways you can do the pending order.
Yep. Yes, indeed. So it's fancy.
Yes.
It's great fun. Let's address. Are we at a point where we want to take some questions?
Sure.
Or should we just wrap up the? Yeah, let's take some questions.
Let's take some questions.
And then we'll do the wrap up of section 2, and then we'll go to the polls.
All right.
Shall we?
Let's see here.
Roger asks, do you have a tick bar chart for Forex? What you can do is you can pull up a tick chart within the Market Watch window. So if you go over to the Market Watch area, you notice there's 2 tabs over there. There's a symbol and a tick chart. If you click on the tick chart, Ben can show you that. Awesome. That shows the tick chart of where you're at with within the pair that you're looking at.
Very good question. So let's see. How can I learn, Jim? Question from Jim. How can I learn at what level my account is set? What is my leverage? What other leverages are available? How can I change my leverage? Well, for a demo account, when you're setting up your leverage right at the very beginning of the portion where it says fill out your personal details, you can fill in your leverage right there. And other leverages are available, but the highest leverage is 100 to 1. So just so you're aware of that.
Recap from Cindy's question of before. She says, yes, I mean the H1 or H4 time frame. The order does not state that right. That is correct. So if you're going and putting in a new order, that time frame is not going to tell you which chart you are referencing in order to place that trade. Though I actually use that sometimes, Cindy, in my trading, and something you may find useful is the comment section. So if I could just show you real quick, if you're placing a new order, then there is a comment section from which you can actually type in a few characters, and this is you can only do this when you're actually placing the original order. But if you say, for instance, we're using the M5, M5 on that one, as soon as you sell or buy that and get a confirmation, notice that your comment section reflects your, the message you wanted to send to yourself. So I even abbreviate that more than Ben just did, but he was very kind to say I'm using M5, but I just put M5 or H1 or whatever. So
I didn't want to confuse anybody.
It's all good. You're good.
Okay. All righty.
Any other questions?
Let's go on to a poll really quick.
Let's do a poll. Yeah.
Should we go to another poll?
We're flexible, man. You're good.
Let's see. Which one should we do here?
Like a yoga master, we're flexible.
Which one should we do?
Let's do what brought you to us. Should we do that?
Perfect. We go ahead and launch that. What brought you to us?
I.e. IBFX.
What brought you to us? You can choose family member, friend, internet advertisement, internet forum, magazine, trade journal, publication, or
Nice.
trade show.
Looks like almost all of them have been clicked on so far.
Wow, look at that. Let's see here.
There we
Awesome,
go.
awesome, awesome.
Looks like a lot of people are with the internet advertisement so far, followed closely by family and friends, and internet forum. I'll give you another few seconds to vote on that one. In the meantime, we'll be able to click on another few of these.
Let's see here.
Questions.
Awesome, awesome. How do I learn if I have a standard, mini, or micro? How can I change it? We have mini and standard accounts that are available for you, and basically you can choose that right from the beginning of the like you noticed when we said open account, we changed that account type from a standard to a mini. It's going to default at standard. just so you know that. So that's how you change that.
The question in from Dave had to do with bank. He said, with all the banking uncertainty, is my money protected by the federal government? In essence, I think is what you're saying by that, David. And no, Dave, this is it's not. There's not. We're not FDIC insured or anything like that. That does not fall within our purview. So all of your money is at risk. That's why we wanted to make that utmost clear at the beginning. That being said, we do hold funds in several different regional banks, not the huge mega banks, but the fiscally responsible regional banks. But then also we have a. That being said, there's also one more thing. We report through the CFTC, which is the Commodities Futures Trade Commission, which is a branch of the U.S. government. They have regulatory requirements, including net capitalization requirements, which we exceed. And so we have, and that's in addition to just operating expenses. So we have more money than we need, which is, in a sense, sorry, I'm probably getting in too deep for this question, but yeah, we're not insured, but there are other things that we do for that one.
Cool, awesome. Since you've opened an account, since you've opened an account as a mini account, is one lot equal to one mini lot? Yes, you are correct in that, John. Great question. And if you would like to know, there was another question. If you'd like to know how to change from a 4 to a 5 decimal, we're not going to get into the intricacies of how to do that here because of lack of time and we have other stuff to cover. But if you want to call in or chat in with us, absolutely we'd be happy to help you out and get that changed over. If you don't have that either way, if you don't have the 5 and you want the 4, if you have the 5 and you want the 4, then absolutely call in and we can help you out with that. So,
yep.
Awesome.
Philippe, you had a question as far as leverage. Does it vary from country to country? No. It varies. Our maximum right now is allowed by our governmental bodies is 100 to 1. We may get into that a little bit later. In fact, or should we hit that right now, as long as he asked about it?
Sure.
CFTC, going back to our regulatory people, they have proposed a 10 to 1 leverage maximum. We think this is out of bounds for our industry and our clients, and are encouraging our people, ourselves included, to petition them and voice dissent on that one. Their email is actually secretary@cftc.gov. That's secretary@cftc.gov. If you're interested in voicing dissent on that and joining us as well, we'd be happy to have you join us. We're together with lots of other U.S. brokers, voicing dissent on that part of their proposal. That being said, we are also moving toward opening offices both in Australia and the UK, who have different regulatory bodies that offer a variance of leverage. So there we are with that one.
Great,
okay.
Great, and it's exciting. We'll keep you abreast of what happens with the latest and greatest on that for sure.
Indeed, we'll keep you all posted.
So we're going to go ahead and close the poll here and kind of share those results with you really quick. Looks like a lot of people came in from the internet. That's really cool. And then a good majority came in from word of mouth through family or friend. Internet forum was the next on that, and then magazine or trade journal publication was next. So cool. Really cool. Good to know. Thanks for participating in that. So let us now go back to our PowerPoint, but we're going to touch on a few things in the PowerPoint that we missed on the platform really quick. We're going to talk a little bit about margin, equity, basically the balance and things. Margin, basically right here, if you attack the margin is the money of your account required or set aside in order to place an order. In this case, we have 2 orders there, and that's the money that's set aside in order to place those trades. If you're looking at equity, that's basically your true balance. That's your balance plus or minus any open positions that you have. As you can see here, our equity is lower than our balance because we're in negative positions. We have 2 negative positions right now. So, and balance is the total balance on all of your closed positions only. Free margin, obviously, that's the free margin that you have available to place new trades with. And your margin level percent, this right here, you want to keep this as far as away from 50% as possible, because once it goes down to a level of 50%, that means you're subject to a margin call. Basically what that means is we're going to automatically close out for your protection and for our protection.
Bring.
Yes, question.
No,